this was the first plant planted in the garden. It's a green banana tree planted by the principal here at Kihei Elementary School, Mr. Shima. So it's Mr. Shima's green banana tree, as we like to refer to it. And the kids are really fond of the fact that the principal planted the first plant here.
How big was it when you planted it?
It was about this big, but it does have some fresh new leaves. It's taken a while to get going. I think it might have been a little large for transplanting to begin with. I'm not really sure, but it's taken off. It's had the new leaves pop out in the last couple of weeks, so we're really happy with it. And it's we'll eventually have a little grove of bananas. We're hoping on this side as well as on this side. There's plans for expanding this all the way up over here. But we do have some other native plants here in the ground. We planted some taro, or locally known as kalo. Here, the kids planted this. We had a Hawaiian guy come out and help the kids with that. He was very engaged, and the kids really enjoyed it.
Because this is a very traditional crop on this island.
Very traditional crop, used many different ways and many different forms. Kathy might be able to speak to that a little bit more.
Yeah, there are very many forms. Most are grown on the wet side of the island, which this isn't. So this is a dry taro, which, you know, is harder to grow and stuff, but it certainly teaches a lot of the kids to get back to their roots and understand what's going on. This is the thing that's used for the classic koi.
The root of it?
The root of it.
Mm-hmm. Are the leaves used for something as well?
They are. They're used for cooking, steaming. Yeah. And the roots of the roots on these are very fragile, I think, to begin with. So we've got this little fencing here to keep the kids off of it, and hopefully teach through this little taro patch here a matter of respect for the rest of the garden by what they're seeing here as far as it being off limits. Down this way we have some local papayas planted. These were seeds that one of our volunteers just brought from a papaya. We busted it open and kind of tossed some seeds in the ground here. We've got them marked off with some little flags here until they get a little bit bigger. And we'll thin these out, obviously, as they start coming in a bit more. But we've got 4 papayas along here. Those will grow about I don't know, 7 to 8 feet over the first year, and we'll start harvesting next year about this time. We're hoping
1 year for the complete cycle from planting?
Yep. Papayas don't take very long to grow.
It'll be good for another 8 to 10 years.
That's amazing.
So we're really looking forward to those coming in.
It's amazing to me how quickly things grow here. It's just, I almost feel like if I put my finger in the soil it would sprout.
Well, with papayas, you actually have males, females, and hermaphrodites. And we plant several of the plants because we are looking for those hermaphrodites. They have a much better fruit. The females will give you a good fruit, and the males, well, we just toss them out.
Down here we actually have a couple of stevia herbs planted, which the kids are really engaged with. Obviously anything that tastes as oddly and strangely sweet as a plant like that does.
Would it be the leaves that are used or the flowers?
It is the leaf. I'm not sure about the rest of the plant. We're still learning about still learning about stevia and how to care for it and whatnot. But these are just starting to take off. I'm thinking we might need to pinch all the blooms off. It's as if it's
an herb
bolted and done its thing or something. So, but we'll figure that one out soon. But that's going to be great for the kids to harvest.
They're super sweet.
Right. There is a harvest period over a couple of weeks that is planned for the garden and the kids. As you can imagine, it'll take us a couple of weeks to get all the kids through the process of picking some cherry tomatoes, picking green beans, picking some lettuce, and everybody getting to taste a little bit. So we're looking forward to that.
When will that be?
We're not really sure yet. The garden's been a little bit slow and getting to really start growing. But I think there was a scheduled time, I think later next month or something like that.
End of March, April, probably.
So,
What thing I wanted to note is that our garden is all organic, and we're trying our best to keep it that way. We're working with the kids. Also, we've planted a variety of things so that they really get a feel for not just the standard things that you grow in the garden and eat.
Would you like to give a few more examples?
Sure. We have, I'm thinking probably 7 to 8 varieties of tomatoes. Little pear tomatoes, Romas, your standard celebrities. We've got cherry tomatoes, sweet 100s. We have tomatillos.
Oh, wonderful.
And we've got several different types of mints over here, chocolate, spearmint, peppermint. We've got some chards growing there, some arugula, which is going to be really fun to watch them taste that. A few marigolds planted here and there, some companion planting in the garden. Have some green beans here in the wikis, some basil, oregano. Some peppers that aren't doing well, but they don't seem to be doing well anywhere in here in South Maui right now. So I'm not worried too much about trying to figure those out at this point.
Do you have any insect problems? I noticed you said marigolds. Is that the idea of something against insects, or you don't have
It
deer
is.
here? Do you?
No, we don't have deer here, but we have slugs are, I think, our most significant problem. And we're treating slugs with coffee grounds and coffee spray, and treating them rather effectively,
Great.
I think.
And Kihei does have a immense number of pests and issues. And one thing with our dry air and stuff, what can happen is you get something, and overnight it can wipe out the garden. So, we really try to keep our heads around the aphids and mealybugs and the white fly. If you see something smiling here.
So besides the slugs, we treat caterpillars. We're having a little issue with leaf miners, which are affecting the bean leaves and things. But those are seen to be effectively treated with fire garlic spray that Kathy's been providing us with here at the garden.
What is that?
It's a mix of garlic and
Fresh
my
garlic?
hot peppers from my garden, and just with a soap in it to hold on to the leaves and a little bit of oil. So, and that's spritzed on, and it seems to take care of a lot of pests or keep them away. They don't like it.
So if you want to move over this direction, we'll show you our local sweet potatoes we have growing around some palm trees.